Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Artie Hoffman doing my Facebook live show with you guys, Angels and Answers, and it's always a great pleasure to share time with you guys. I love it, love it. Love getting your comments, love all your questions, and do me a favor, when you send in your questions, let me know where you're from because I'm interested to know if you're in this neck of the woods or are you across the country, across the world. Always a pleasure to hear from you guys. Just keep your questions specific. I'm only going to answer one question of the questions that we do connect. And just understand everything happens very randomly. So it's not like, we pick specific names or we're trying to block anybody. Hey, listen, we do the best we can with what we got, all right? But I just wanted a few of you, all of you, I want all of you to know like what's going on in my world, in my life. And what I got going on right now is October 11th, I'm going to be in South Jersey. I have one time slot open from being sold out. So if you're in the South Jersey area in Ocean City, you can give me a call because one time slot because the time dropped. So I was supposed to start at 4, but now I'm going to start at a little after 3, so I have a half-hour time slot if anybody wants to see me in person in South Jersey. The winner of the Facebook Live show, sharing, for those of you who share, is Adriana Cuccinello. Congratulations, and Mr. Cuccinello. That's a nice Jewish name. Let's see. Oh, this Tuesday at 12 o'clock, I'm going to be on The Q Show with Quincy. That's on Fox TV, Channel 29. They've asked me to come back, which I'm totally thrilled about. So I'll be on for, I don't know, usually has me on for about 5 to 7 minutes, but it's like, I don't know, it's like a half-hour show. And to my understanding, I believe it did go syndication. So you might want to check that out if you want to see me on TV on Tuesday. And then Friday at between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. on Friday, this Friday, I will be on Cat Country with Joe Kelly and Rachel Marie. And that's always a lot of fun. And so I read questions, I give out free questions during that time. What else is there? Oh, and I have these really, really, really cool money incense that's been generating any ginormous amount of prosperity for a lot of people. I've been getting a lot of testimonials of people winning money, of people getting jobs. When you burn these suckers, it's amazing. It really is. My prosperity has been doing much better. And for the people who are closest to me also. And I promise you I'm not just blowing smoke up your butt when I say that.
Pun intended?
No pun intended there, baby. So, so anyway, so check this out. You get 10 in a pack if you just give me a call or text me after the show or tomorrow morning or anytime after the show tonight. It's 732-778-7173. You can find out about this. And if you want private reading, so if you're really, 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 really needing a reading and I'm unable to reach you through this show, give me a call or give me a text or email me at artiehoffman@gmail. And I will, I'll tell you what my rates are. And if you want to know about the money incense, you get 10 in a pack and I'll explain to you how much they are. And it's really not that expensive. And it really does. It's like a miracle worker. I can't even explain it. It just works. And, it really is. It's amazing. So I have a couple of really, really interesting stories that I wanted to share with you. So I go to get some ice cream today, all right, after I was having... after I had my dinner, I still got the kid in me. I went to the ice cream store, and here I am. I'm having my ice cream cone, and I'm walking outside to my car, and there's a few people sitting right outside the building at the Dairy Maid in Colonia, and they're sitting on the bench. And as I'm about to get into the car, as I'm devouring my ice cream, a girl says to me, well, girl, she's like in her, late 20s, early 30s. And she said to me, we like your license plate. I thought that's really cool because my license plate says, I just know. So I said to her, I says, well, I have that because I'm a psychic. She goes, I know. She goes, you read for me a few years ago. I go, really? I don't remember jack crap. So any case, so she proceeds to tell me that I did a reading for her. And she said, my grandmother pulled through and she said, say hello to Sharon for me. And she points to the girl 2 people down from her. She goes, that's Sharon. And then she said, you also told me that I was going to marry somebody with the letter J. And she points to the guy sitting right next to her. She goes, this is my husband and his name is Jay. I said, wow, how cool is that? And I was like floored, even though I do this stuff, I'm still amazed that this gift, that this ability exists. I mean, I understand the dynamics, but it's still, seriously, I just thank God and the angels all the time for putting me in a position to be able to help people like you. And it was just amazing. So, not too long ago, I go on an airplane and I always say this standard joke when I go on an airplane. And, usually you have the pilot and the flight attendant standing there, greeting people on and stuff. And so I said to them, I said, I'm looking at my ticket like a little confused. And mind you, I'm not confused, I'm joking. And I said to them, I says, I wonder if you could help me out. I says, I'm not sure where I should be sitting. And they're about to look at my ticket. I said, it says cockpit. Where is that? And they started to laugh. And so I says, can I play with all those buttons? Can you show me something? Can I sit next to the captain? It says cockpit right here. So that was like a funny moment also. What else happened? Oh, so I was telling somebody, somebody was once asking me, Artie, because I have these entrepreneurial, hindsight about business and stuff. So she said, did you ever think about opening up your own restaurant? And so I was joking with her, and I said, yeah. I said, I was thinking about opening up my own psychic restaurant where we don't even have menus. We just will tell you, I already know what you want. Just sit there and we'll bring you what you want. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. We knew you were coming in. You're actually about 10 minutes late. So that's that for the psychic restaurant. What else was there? Oh, so for all of you who like to drink, all right, and you're driving, you happen to be driving, because I'm not saying I'm promoting drinking and driving, but, whenever you go to a bar, you go to a restaurant, we all have our wine, we all have our drinks, it's just a part of the nature. Keep some peanut butter in your car, because peanut butter is the #1 killer of breath when you have alcohol on your breath. So when you have alcohol on your breath, peanut butter is the fastest and strongest way to eliminate that odor from your breath. So, so I'm just trying to give you a little heads up there, all right? So you're not nervous. If, God forbid, you come to a checkpoint or something happens, just, smack yourself with some Jiffy or Skippy. I don't care if it's crunchy or creamy. It's still going to work.
And they can take some Nux Vomica for the hangover.
Yeah, there you go. And what else? Oh my God. So I know some of you are saying, just shut the hell up and get with the readings. I already know that. But I have an amazing true story, and I promise you this is a true story. None of it is exaggerated. So there's this Indian woman who's speaking with one of my friends. And, we were telling her about one of our spiritual stories that happened. And she said, you want to know something? She goes, I got to share a story with you that really happened to us. And she goes, I never shared this story with anybody because I really thought that people would think that I was crazy. And a lot of us have that type of story where we're afraid to tell other people because we don't want to think that we're crazy. So she said, my mother and our next door neighbor, now her mother was like up there in age in 70s, maybe 80s. And her neighbor is older than her. And they share the same backyard garden where the garden crosses over from one property to the next. But they're very close and they would do their gardening together. And So, they were very close. That was the thing that they did. And the other lady was probably in her mid-80s, maybe 90. And they had a very good relationship. She said, so one day, I go to wake up and I do my little ritual thing and I go to my mother's room. It's the first thing I do is when I wake up, I go to my mother's room to to wake her up, to start the day and stuff. And I looked at her and she was dead. And she said she was out cold. Her fingertips were blue. She was very white. And this is an Indian family, Indian family. And she goes, my mother was like, I checked her pulse. And she had no pulse. She wasn't breathing. She was out cold. She said, and for some reason, I did not call 911, but instead, I was just singing certain spiritual songs to her. I was stroking her arm, stroking her hand. And I felt very calm, and I see my mother resting in peace. She goes, 15 minutes later, she woke right up out of it, and she was out cold. She was dead. She goes, there was no breath, there was no pulse, there was nothing. So anyway, she said when her mother woke up, she spoke to her in her native language, and she said to her, I saw a man sitting in a red chair, and there was 2 spirits standing right next to him. And the man in the red chair said to the spirits, you took the wrong person, bring her back. And they brought my mother's soul back into her body. And what happened was that morning, it was the neighbor who ended up dying. They literally took the wrong soul. And it's crazy. Like, how is that to happen? But she said it's a true story. That her mother was clinically dead. She was gone. There was no life in her. And 15 minutes later, she comes back, and then to find out that the neighbor died like moments right at the time that her mother came back. And so how crazy is that? What a wild story that is. And I'm sure we all have some kind of wild spiritual stories. And if you want to check out more wild stories like that, check out Visits from Heaven. All right, it's an awesome book. There's many books. With Josie Varga, a good friend of mine. She wrote like 5 or 6 books. They're national, and they're in like all the major bookstores and on Amazon. And so her organization is called Visits from Heaven. So so you should definitely check it out. All right, so with all that being said, yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada. So what are our questions? We got questions.
Well, I have a really good testimony I'd like to start with from Kelly Batista Maruccioli. I hope I did right by you.
Okay, Kelly Batista. We'll call you Kelly Batista.
So you were correct about her niece, Serena. You said that there were arrests made in her death. She was blindsided, and they held her against her will. And you were 100% correct about all of it.
Wow. Thank you for that testimonial. Even though I do what I do, I take nothing for granted. I am not God. Sometimes I feel really good about myself, but I'm not God. And I tell you my truth, okay? I believe that most of the things I say are correct. And there are some things that, things could change where the results aren't as accurate. But I do, like I said, I do believe in the Holy Spirit. I believe in the angels, and whatever thoughts and messages come to me in that moment, that's what I share with you. So I do have, I'm wondering if I could pull this up on my other phone. I'm trying to, there's somebody special. His name is Mo Salvini. That's it. Mo Salvini. He's going in for surgery on Tuesday. The guy has had more lives than a cat. He's been in and out of dialysis for umpteen years, literally. And now his heart is given out, he's having heart problems. So if all of you people who do Reiki and within your love and within your prayers to send a positive message to Mo Salvini, Salvemini. Him and his family could definitely use your prayers for hope and strength. Wonderful people, great guy, and Yeah, so I wish him all our love and all our prayers. So for all of you, if you could send that out. And everyone, and he's going for surgery, open heart surgery, and not sure if he's going to be strong enough to make it. So let's pray that he can. And for all of you who do have similar situations, whether it be cancer, heart circumstances, or whatever, again, our love and our prayers to you. So if you want special prayers to be sent out to you, you could email me, artiehoffman@gmail.com, and I'll see to it that myself and or my friends who do Reiki and all our earth angels who are watching could send love and prayers to you and your family. So, okay, now finally, we're going to start doing the readings.
Anna Sarzinski. She has a very important court case Wednesday, October 11th. Will the court case go well? Will there be severe penalties against her?
So what I'm getting is it's going to take, I hope you have a really good lawyer, because it's going to take a really good lawyer to shave down, I say half. You can get away with half if you bring a lawyer with you who's on top of their game, and you got to be on top of them with all specifics. That's the only way. If you're looking to go in it just by yourself, then yeah, you're going to get slam dunked. So you're going to need a lawyer to really help you out. So that's what I'm getting, okay? Don't do it. Don't go there by yourself, because you're going to get slam dunked, all right? So get a lawyer, and that's your best avenue. And I wish you all the best. Go ahead.
Alessandra Noel.
Okay.
Met a guy named Max Howard and wants to know if a relationship is going to ensue.
Who? Let's see if you and Max are going to KISSING up the tree, baby. Hold on a second. So, hold on. Wait, I need for you to...
Yes.
All right, just keep it right there. Don't move.
Don't move.
All right, Carrie.
I'm a statue.
Carrie is also my official camera holder as I look at the angel cards. So, are things going to work out between you and this beautiful... Actually, I'm getting yes. Wow, very cool. So, again, I feel really, really confident about this. I felt good about it, and but the angels just double confirmed on that one. So, I'm definitely getting major kudos. So, yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. So, it's not just one of those relationships. So, it's going to work out. Don't overly think. Just be yourself. What do we got?
Judy Gates Ingraham.
Judy Gates Ingraham. Okay.
She was recently found by her biological sister.
Cool.
And is wondering if you see them finding their biological father, or has he crossed over?
Okay, your biological father. Are you Oh, very cool. I'm getting yes. You are. I don't feel like I don't feel like he's crossed over, because I got purification and I got celebration right here with the angels, and I have the angel card of integrity. So I feel like with a little assistance that you are going to find your biological father, and I feel like he's much closer to you guys than you realize. So. He's very close, either to where your sister is, or where you are. But I feel like he's very geographically really close to you. So do I feel like you're going to find him? I really do. And actually, I'm getting by the summertime is when I feel that you'll end up, connecting with him. So I'll be happy for you when that happens. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So I'm congratulating you in advance. How's that? But you do have to do your research, and you are going to need some extra assistance. It's not just going to come from yourself, but I feel like it is going to happen. And as a matter of fact, when you reunite or when you find him, it will be towards the evening time when this happens. That's what I'm getting.
Kelly A. Madonna lost the love of her life, Michael, last year. He was sick and never told her. And then she just recently lost her cousin Jeff on Thursday. She's feeling very lost and lonely, and wants to know if there's any messages from Michael or Jeff, or both.
Alrighty. All right, so what I'm getting is the first thing that I got was keep your head up high, keep your head held high is what I'm getting. They're warning you about, I don't know exactly what predicament you're in, but I just got loose lips sink ships. So what I'm saying to you is that you can't offer too much personal information of what's going on in your life, because I feel like somebody's going to end up using your words against you, or they're going to twist your words around by a situation that's kind of hairy. And I don't know if this is work or if this is personal, but I'm just being told to tell you by them that she needs to watch what she says to certain people. You can't just trust anybody. And I'm getting, especially when it has to do with money. And I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, that, did you get one of their watches? Because I feel like there was a watch, because I kept on getting, you got the watch, or watch for the watch, or something about the watch is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting from them that you are going to be taking an important ride that involves with going on a train. And I'm actually getting a separation from someone else. And I'm getting something that has to do with a train. One of their transportations of leaving you or you leaving them is going to be by train. But they're both saying everything's going to be okay, and watch for the pennies and the dimes, because that's their trip, that's their hello to you. All right, so hopefully this will make sense to you a little later on. But I'm being told that they're fine, that they do watch over you, and I just was told to tell you, watch your head. So I don't know if you just nicked your head or clunked your head. And if you didn't, then just watch your ass. Okay, what do we got?
Christina Ann. She's struggling with health issues. They have no idea what's wrong with her. Do you have any ideas of what she could do or what's going on?
Huh. I want you to check to see with your intestines or in your, and who was this person again? What's your first name?
Christina.
Christina. It has to do, if I'm not mistaken, something has to do around your intestines or around your lower region. I feel like there might be some kind of an infection going on down there, or something's not right, but I'm getting something about your lower region, and I feel like there's a cause and effect to the rest of your body. And I feel like that's what needs to be checked. And I'm getting through blood work, they will also find out what it is. But check in that lower region, because I feel like that's where you might find a good root of the problem. What do we got?
Rita McCarthy. What happened to her brother?
Oh, hold on. Also, there's something toxin in your body. There's something toxin going on with the blood, something with the blood. And I feel like they're going to figure it out with the blood. And I feel like that's also a cause and effect with what's going on inside you, because I'm getting toxins within your body. So also check your autoimmune system, or your kidneys is not cleansing out your blood good enough. But check out a variety of things of just what I said. So, and you'll see that 2 and 2 will equal up, okay?
Rita McCarthy. What happened to her brother? She lives in New Jersey, but he was overseas when he passed. So there's a little ambiguity.
What happened? Well, did she say his name?
No.
Okay. And what was her name again?
Her name is Rita McCarthy.
Rita McCarthy. I'll tell you what, Rita. I want you to email me, and email me your brother's name. Email me a picture of him, and I will give you a quick answer. If you want more in depth, like I said to everybody when I first started this show, I try very hard to reach as many questions as possible. If you really, really, really want answers and you want detailed answers, just give me an email. We could do a session. I'll explain to you what my rates are to do a session. Or you could, call me or text me at Artie Hoffman at Gmail, or call me or text me at 732-778-7173 after the show or sometime tomorrow the next day. And I'll explain to you my rates, and we can go in depth and in detail. You get specific messages from your deceased loved ones. But so send that off to me, and I'll give you a quick synopsis. And if you want more in detail, then we could do a session. Go ahead.
Rachel Maddie Taylor. Anything from her friend's daughter. Today is the anniversary of her and her unborn son's death. Any message would help greatly.
Okay. Unborn son's death. Okay, the next child. I believe that the next child that's born to her, the same soul that she just lost, is going to be reborn into the body of what she just lost. So I feel like her loss is just temporary, only because, obviously, the one that she just lost is gone, but is not dead. Our souls are never dead. The body doesn't happen, but the soul is never gone. So this is what I'm getting, is that the next birth within that family, or to her, is going to be the rebirth of that same person being born into the next child born to her. And that he's doing fine. It wouldn't surprise me, though, that if he comes back as a girl rather than a boy. What do we got?
Jane Kaisanuk. I hope I'm saying that right.
Jane Kaisanuk.
Hi, Artie from Annandale, New Jersey. We stay at a house in New Mexico. We feel that the spirit of a woman named Mary is there. Does she have any messages for me?
Get out. Now. You haven't paid rent. Get out. Is there a message? Wait, let me see. Is there a message from Mary? Actually, what I'm getting is that she actually likes you. And do you talk to her? Because I get like you talk to her, or that I feel like she feels like that you could see her, and she's actually getting a charge out of your company and out of your communications to her. And I also get that she's letting you know that you're very welcome there, and that you might be picking up some kind of spiritual activity in the kitchen area. And also something with, it's either like a little stuffed animal or a little pillow, and I feel like something's going to be moved, or something that was put one place and it's moved to another. But she's just letting you know that she's around, but everything's okay. So that's what I got with that.
Okay.
And she said, support the local restaurants. That's what she did say. Support the local restaurants.
Anita Johnson wants to know if her brother took his own life. She wants closure. He's been gone for 21 years now.
I'm getting, yes, he did. That's what I got, unfortunately. Well, it's unfortunate no matter what. But did he take his own life? And I just heard, unfortunately, yes. And I'm sorry to hear that. Go ahead. What do we got?
Lynn Lewandowski.
Okay.
Do you see a big move for her in the near future?
Lynn Lewandowski? Lewandowski. Do I see a big move for you in the future? Hold on a second. Wow. I'm still waiting for solid answers here from the solid move. Damn. All right, so what I'm getting is, do I see a solid move for you? Is it going to happen as soon as you like? I'm getting no. Do I feel like there's going to be some obstacles and delays? I'm getting yes. But is it eventually going to happen? I'm definitely getting a yes. But not with some bullcrap going on behind it. I just feel like there's obstacles and delays with this move. But I feel like you are definitely going to make this big move. So congratulations. Hopefully that's good enough for you. Tell her to take it. I'd probably say within 3 to 6 months. I don't know if you consider that a long time or a short time, but I'm getting like 3 to 6 months. What do we got, love?
Okay, love. Trisha Fulton Hazen. Hi, Artie.
Hi, Trisha. How you doing, love?
I lost a good friend in June. Need to know if she is at peace finally and watching over us.
Yes. I'm getting big yeses. Yes. Do you have, or did she have, something embroidered or a painting on some kind of a pocketbook with, was she like a flower child or something? I keep on seeing something with flowers. I keep on seeing like a painting or embroidery of flowers, like on a shirt or on a bag of some sort. This is just like her little affirmation to you. And is it you or is it her that usually wears the solid ponytail? And she just told me to tell you need to get your eyes checked out. Or somebody within your immediate family has been complaining about headaches. And so she's telling me it's the eyes, having eye problems, and it's connected with headaches. So hopefully that will mean something to you. But she did say, yes, I'm doing great. And she said, don't worry about me. And oh wow. She just told me either you just experienced this, and if not, you're about to experience seeing somebody, live, like a stranger or somebody who looks a lot like her. So, and that's going to be one of her ways to let you know that she's around you. But she does hear you when you talk to her all the time. But you are going to see somebody out in public that is going to resemble her big time. And you're going to go, oh my God. And so anyway, that's going to be one of her hellos to you. So give me a shout out when that happens. Because it will. I know it will. What do we got?
Super cool. Kimberly Candito Brand Shagan.
Kimberly, yada, 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 yada. Okay, I'm not going to repeat that one.
Can you tell her if the investment that she just made will ever come to fruition? And do you have a timeline on that if it is going to happen?
Okay, if this has to do with a foreign investment, I have my strong doubts about it. I have my big, strong doubts about it. So I'm looking at the angel cards, and unfortunately I'm not getting positive responses with it. So hopefully I suck on this one. Hopefully I'm extremely wrong on this one, and that you become a multimillionaire on this investment and you live happily ever after. From my perspective, I'm not getting positive outcomes, but again, I'm not God. There was somebody who once came to see me. Well, yeah, that one person. That one person, I remember it precisely like it happened like 8 years ago. No, so this one person comes to see me during a party. And as soon as she walked right by me as she was about to sit down, I heard a voice in my head that said, he's not for you. And so and when she sat down, I said to her, you're in a serious relationship? She said, yes. I said, you're engaged? And she said, yes. I said, how engaged are you? And she goes, well, we have half the money down on the band, on the hall, on the food, yada, yada, yada. And I just felt really bad for hearing what I was hearing in my head. And I said to her, I said, I feel bad for saying this, but I feel like this wedding shouldn't be. I feel like he's not for you. And I felt like he wasn't treating her right. And so she was remaining calm on the outside, And I said to her, what I just say to you guys, I said, look, I'm not God. I said, hopefully I'm wrong on this one. I said, why don't you go to somebody who you respect, who does what I do, and get a second opinion? And she said, you are my second opinion. I said, well, then that's your answer. So when she left the party, And I'm not always filled with bad news. I do have a lot of good news to share. I'm really a nice guy. I have a lot of inspirational news to help you get out of your funk or out of your crap. Honestly, that's what I do. So when I took a break at the party, her friend who was having the party told me that she ran out of there crying and stuff. And she says, Artie, she says, don't feel bad. She says, we all told her that the guy wasn't worth her having. And she said, you were right on with that. So I said, okay. But like I said, there's a certain tact, there's a certain respect level that every reader should have when you're in this position. I never tell somebody, when they're going to die. It doesn't serve a purpose. I might have done that once or twice in my life, like rarity, but I would never, ever, ever do that again, whether I'm right or wrong, because whether I'm right or wrong, if somebody plants that seed in your head, you can make it a self-fulfilling prophecy, which I don't wish that upon anybody. The only time I would mention it is if somebody's already on their deathbed and you're taking care of them. You want to know, what to do because, you want to set things up. And that's different when they're already expected. So it's like how much longer, days, weeks, or months. That's different. But when somebody has no clue and, and some people do ask me, Artie, how long do I have to live? I'm not going to tell you. I mean, the only time I would say something, and that even without them asking, is like, I'll say, oh, you have longevity in your life, so don't worry about leaving early. Because I do pick up on lots of women who are afraid of dying early, not for themselves, but they're worried about who's going to take care of my kids. Is their number one concern. So they're always worried, like, oh my God, I do everything for everybody. Who's going to take care of them if I'm not around? So if I'm picking up on that energy, I'll usually shout that out. It's like, don't worry about it. You're going to be here until, the next lifetime. So don't worry about it. But I don't, anyone who shares information with you to tell you that, you have only so much to live or when you're going to go when you're 56 or 32 or whatever it is, that's cruel, it's mean, and right then and there I would end the reading and just leave and just say thanks, but no thanks, because it's terrible. It's terrible. You're supposed to be getting readings for inspiration or so that you could make healthy moves or that you could have an understanding about what's going on in your life. So there is a certain integrity and respect level that each medium or psychic should have while doing this. So, I've been doing it now for 28 years, and through all the years of experience of doing this, I do have a lot of compassion and inspiration for, all my clients or people who come to see me. And I got to tell you, I love doing this. I love doing this work so much. So thank you, God, for all these beautiful answers, and God bless yourself for doing such a wonderful job. Let's give him a round of applause, everybody. All right, what do we got?
We're going to keep you around, Artie.
All right, cool. I'm going to hang out for a little bit myself.
Brianna Rose Costa?
Brianna Rose Costa.
Please help her get some closure. Her father passed away when she was only 14 years old. She's now 21, and it's just taking its toll. She's kind of looking for a sign. Okay, when someone loses a loved one like that,
it's hard for somebody to live a full, happy life unless if you have a really good perspective on the reality of life. The reason why I say that is because everything that's great that happens is like it's a bittersweet moment because you're happy what's going on, whether it be a love of your life, whether you're getting married, whether, with a child, when it comes to certain holidays. It's very bittersweet, and a lot of people have a hard time allowing themselves to be happy because they almost feel guilty about being happy because the one that they love so much has passed away. The reality is, when you're on the other side, that's equivalent to Hawaii times 10. So it's like you feeling sorry for them while they're on the beach, drinking iced teas, relaxing in the sun, and having the time of their life. So it is insanely beautiful over on the other side. It's not morbid. But as far as you feeling really bad about not having your dad around, my heart goes out to you. It really does. But there is a specific lesson in this in regards to why, you your dad left when you did. And usually when we lose parents at an early age, it's because it's to help make us stronger. Because a lot of times when our parents are there with us throughout life, many times is that we do not use our full resources and use the best of everything we have to become the best person we could be, because we rely on our parents to be our crutch or to take care of everything. So you were obviously meant to go through this unfortunate experience because you are meant to become a strong person. And you're the type of person that will be able to overcome a lot of obstacles that most people wouldn't be able to overcome, but that's because your father's not there. So now it's up to you to make things happen. But I 100% promise you that your father just told me, I am very proud of you, and just know I always got your back, and I will always let you know that. And if I'm not mistaken, don't you look a lot like your dad? Don't you have a lot of features of your dad? Because he said, whenever you see the beauty within inside yourself, just know that that beauty is what I'm seeing within you. It's like you're carrying, like, and I get he was also a very handsome guy, and I'm getting that you're seeing me within you when you look in the mirror. But just know that I'm always with you. I love you with all my heart, and I'm very proud of you, sweetheart. Did he used to call you baby doll or baby cakes? And is there like a little teddy bear or stuffed animal that you have and you refer to this or this connection with your dad? So he just wants you to know he loves you and he's always around you. But he's proud of he's there. He witnesses everything that you're experiencing. All right, love, what do we got?
All right, love. Paulette Smith from Canada.
Paulette Smith from Canada. Let's go Maple Leafs.
Any messages from her deceased parents?
Okay. You know, here I am joking around, using a British accent. And with the Brits, what I think about a lot is, let's have a little spot of tea. I got my tea right here. So I'm not sure, are they the ones that like their crimpets? Or are they the ones that like their tea, like having their tea? At least one of them was a big breakfast morning person, is what I'm gathering. And if it's not them, it could also be one of your grandparents. But I keep on hearing something with tea and crimpets, believe it or not, or muffins. Let's see, what else am I getting? What was her first name again? Love?
Let me go back, love.
All right.
Paulette Smith.
Paulette Smith. All right, let me zero in on your parents again. It's funny. It's like, did one of them lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of weight right before they passed or whatnot? Because I keep on seeing it. If I'm not mistaken, it's like your father's pants. And he's taking his pants like around the waistline and he's like shuffling them back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So I don't know if he's trying to put them on because his waistline got larger, or he's trying to keep them up because his waistline got a lot smaller. But I'm getting a huge fluctuation of weight. Or is this yourself and he's just mimicking you? But I'm getting something about a big fluctuation of weight. So anyway, but that's their playfulness to let you know that they're around you. And they just said, have a good time at the wedding. So I take it that, I don't know if it's you getting married or you're invited to go to a wedding soon, but they just said, have a great time at the wedding. And it's like, I see your parents dancing right now too. So that's very cool.
Kimberly Glover from Freehold.
Kimberly Glover from Freehold. How you doing, Kimberly?
She lost her sister in 2015 and wasn't able to go to Pennsylvania for closure, and she wants to know if her sister is mad at her. And there's been a few questions around this, being worried that the deceased loved one is angry with those that are here. Mm-hmm. So her name was Kimberly. Okay.
Oh, it's funny. I know this is a serious matter for you, but she's like this, hell no. That's what I got, hell no. Tell her, hell no. So it's funny. Did she mimic people? Did she used to mimic people or used to do characters or something? Because, you said, is she mad or is she upset? And she says, yeah, we had our biffs with each other. We had our differences with each other. She said, but no, she goes, I let it go. She goes, I let it go as soon as I crossed over. She goes, I just wish you peace and happiness and harmony. And she goes, and she's touching her heart. And she goes, sis, she goes, this is what I really want for you. I just want you to be happy and just know that we're okay. All right? And I'm also getting, she says, thank you for the tattoo. I feel like you or somebody very close to her did a tattoo on her behalf, and she's very touched by that. And I feel like somebody also lit up balloons or lanterns on her behalf also, and she said, thank you very much. So, but right before I do other questions and stuff, I just wanted to give people, again, another quick update that this Tuesday, out of Philadelphia, I'm going to be on Channel 29 on the Q Show. They asked me to come back, so I'm like really excited about that. That's Channel 29 out of Philadelphia. So, and also the winner of, if you share my Facebook Live show with your friends and family, you'll get entered into a drawing to win possibly a half-hour reading if your name is picked. And so last week's winner was Adriana Cuccinello. Congratulations, Mr. Cuccinello. So we're all going to come to your Italian restaurant. I always say that, whenever I hear a very strong Italian name, you think of food, you think of a restaurant. I can't help it. It's just who I am. Also, this coming Friday, I'm going to be on Cat Country 107.3 FM with Joe Kelly and Rachel Marie. And also, I got these really, really cool money incense. So if you're needing some extra money in your life, or you need to draw good luck in your life, or prosperity in your life, you need a job, this is the bomb. This has generated a ginormous amount of prosperity for me personally. And also my friends have been sending testimonials. People have been getting unexpected monies that they didn't know. Literally, there's this one lady who said to me, and she was from Philadelphia, and she goes, Artie, and they come 10 in a pack. So if you email me or call me, I'll tell you how much it is. And same thing if you want a reading or if you want to do a party, have an Artie party. It's a lot of fun. And the number is 732-778-7173. So call after the show or text me or email me at artiehoffman@gmail.com. But this lady said to me, she goes, Artie, she goes, let me tell you something. She goes, I was doing scratch-offs for a long, long time. She goes, and I never win nothing more than free tickets or $5. She goes, the day I got your money incense, I burned it, and I went to the store, I did me a scratch-off, and I won $100. And she says, you're not charging enough. This is the bomb. She goes, you are way too low. And I just thought that was so funny. And but they are a modest price. And like I said, you get 10 in a pack. You get a prayer with it to say a little prosperity prayer with it. And don't feel guilty about asking for money or asking for prosperity, because when your life is very fulfilled, financially, not only is your life well provided for, but now you could help out other people. And, it takes a lot of stress out of life. And, so what's wrong with asking for money? Churches ask for money all the time. Give me a break. So, and they need to survive. You need to survive. So don't tell me that I need just enough. I need just enough for my bills, or I need just enough to pay for this or that. Screw that. You want it all. Come on. You want a comfortable life. Don't be humble in poverty. Screw that. You want money. You want to live a comfortable life. You want to have a happy life. And start also making healthy choices. So if you're constantly playing the same game over and over and over again, the same routine over and over and over again, and, you're not making enough to pay your bills, it's either you got to start to cut back, and you need to start to think a little wiser on trying to generate more money or get another job that could bring you more money, or at least a place that's going to bring you more happiness rather than always feeling stuck. So again, don't feel guilty. I feel sorry for you guys who feel guilty for asking for too much money or wanting the universe to bring you money or whatnot. Again, it gives you a quality of life. It's not having a lot of money is what's greedy. When you have a lot of money, while you're taking care of yourself, you could comfortably take care of others. And one of the biggest problems that people do is that when they do have enough money to take care of themselves, they end up giving away more money than what they could afford to give away because they feel sorry for their kids or their grandkids, and you got to take care of the world. And you do have enough money for yourselves, but you end up giving away the money that you need to pay your own bills. And then you say, oh, I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Well, hell, you keep on giving away your seeds. So how can you plant your orchard? So, take care of yourself first, and whatever's left over after your responsibilities, then share a percentage of that. But don't give away more than what you could afford, because then you're always going to be sucking wind. And, whose fault is that? Anyway, that's what I would do if I was president. Preach it. That's what I'm talking about. Can I have an amen?
Amen.
That's what I'm talking. Not bad from a Jewish fella, huh? Oi.
This is an interesting question. It's a little broad, but I'm a mama. I get it.
Okay.
Hunter Chris Michelle from Oregon.
Hunter
Chris Michelle.
With a name like Hunter, I bet you're not a vegetarian. Go ahead.
I love my 2-year-old son, Hunter, so much, and with all this chaos going on in our world, her husband and I are wondering what the future has in store for their son.
Okay.
So maybe like a message for all the parents concerned for their children with the situation at hand.
Okay.
Some words of comfort.
Okay, let me see. I need for you to hold this again. I need for you to be my camera person.
Yes, love.
Thank you, love. I'm going to see what the angels have to say in regards to taking care of your kids' future financially. I get it. I totally get it. We want them to be set up. There's an old saying, if you give your kids a fish, they'll be fed for the day. And if you teach them how to use the fishing pole, they'll be fed for a lifetime. So rather than you worrying, will you be able to provide for your child for the rest of their life, or for a good part of their life, or at the beginning stages, by showing character, showing them confidence, and making them as self-sufficient as possible. You don't worry about trying to keep up with the Joneses, because that's another big thing that people have a problem with. Because other people are able to afford more for their kids, it makes you feel lesser. And it's about how much love you give to your children is what really counts. And by you showing them character and showing them if they do odd jobs, they'll be, taken care of financially. But also, we have to sacrifice our personal time that we have with our family because we need to make more money. So we would love to share more time with our family members, but if it means to work more hours elsewhere, even if it's not at a job that we went to college for or that what our main job is about, but you're just doing whatever it takes to make some extra money, then that's what you do. But it's about being creative. Also, if you go to good garage sales or if you go to estate sales and you buy furniture for dirt cheap, there are people who are selling air conditioners, TVs, furniture, carpets, all kinds of stuff for like $25, $50 or whatever, and turn around and sell it on eBay. And you can make a small fortune by doing that. And I literally know somebody who became a millionaire by doing exactly that. But, you got to be dedicated to something like that. But you could definitely bring extra money to yourself, and you just need to be a little more spontaneous and think out of the box. I'm looking at the angel cards. And so don't feel bad that you cannot give them everything that they want in the moment, so long as you're providing for their necessities. And if you still don't have enough for your necessities, then, sometimes we need to be humbled and we need to go to local churches or go to local temples or go to the city and find out where, you can get some assistance. And a lot of us are too proud to do that. But if that's what it takes for the now, then that's what you do. So, but like I said, teach your children character And what happiness isn't about who has the most. Happiness is about who needs the least. And that's what's really important, okay? And, when I was in a previous relationship, my partner in life said to me, because we didn't have much money when we started at all, and she said to me, we might be living in a cardboard box, but we're going to have the nicest box on the block. And so, again, it's not about how much you have, but the quality of what you make it. And that's what's important. Okay? So that's my answer to you.
Stephen G. Harder.
Stephen G. Harder. Hey, Mr. Harder, how are you?
Hey, Artie. Hope you are well. Just wanted to ask if my friend is at peace. He just passed Friday from cancer, and Stephen didn't get to say goodbye to him.
Okay. Steve, literally what I'm getting is that he 100% is not angry with you. He has complete love and forgiveness for you. And it's funny. I have a feeling you're going to be seeing some kind of an emblem on the back of somebody's car or the back of somebody's truck that is going to make you feel good about a particular rock group, whether it be with the Outlaws, whether it be with Leonard Skinner or with AC/DC. But there's going to be some kind of a cool sign in regards to a band that I see you getting a message from this person to let you know that they're around you. But they're cool. He says, we're cool, buddy. And that's what I keep hearing. What else do I get? He literally just said, within my heart, he goes, you're a star. He goes, you're a star within my heart. And that's what he just said. And again, don't be surprised if all of a sudden you start seeing stars on all different places. But that's his message to you. But all is good, Steve. What do we got?
Trisha Atchley.
Trisha Atchley?
She lost her dad her last year of high school, her mom to cancer, and her older brother to a heart attack.
Wow.
Can you please tell her if they are with her and her children?
Yes, they're all together, especially right now. Also, I'm getting like a bittersweet victory here. I'm getting like there is a celebration that just happened or is about to happen, and they just want you to know we are all there with you right now. Were they big into barbecuing and stuff? Because I keep on seeing chicken and wieners in regards to barbecuing. Hold on a second. And somebody loved their potatoes also. I'm getting something about somebody made really good gravy that they put on the potatoes or mashed potatoes, or there was some kind of a certain ingredients within potatoes that was really, really good is what I'm getting. But to answer your question, are they all together? The answer is yes. And they're doing great. Hold on a second. And who's the one that would always be touching the ears? I'm getting something like touching the ears. It's almost like either somebody always like joked around hitting the ears or pulling the ears, or when they said goodbye, they were like Carol Burnett, like saying, all right, goodbye. Something about pulling with the ears. Or have you been having problems with your ears? I don't know, but I keep on getting a tug with the ears. So what do we got?
Susie Evangelist.
Hold on 2 seconds. Susie Evangelist?
Evangelist.
All right, we'll keep that one for a second. So also with the ears, I just got something with Dumbo. So did somebody have big ears, okay? Because there's something about the big ears. And sometimes pancakes, big pancakes are known as elephant ear pancakes or something like that. So maybe that's a reference too. But I just literally saw something with Dumbo and the ears. So that's pretty funny.
Cute. Susie Evangelist.
Susie Evangelist.
So her dogs constantly look off as if they see someone in the house.
That's true.
They're
100%
so
barking.
they bark like crazy.
Right.
And she wants to know if it's someone visiting from the other side. Do you know who it is?
Okay. Yes. Who is the fatherly figure is what I'm getting. Somebody who is a strong fatherly figure is what I'm getting. And I'm also getting that you are going to be hearing a knock on the door or a ring of the doorbell and no one's going to be there. Again, that's going to be them. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a very strong male figure, fatherly figure. And if I'm not mistaken, the person died from heart complications or they died with problems of the chest is what I'm getting. Also, this person had a habit of like blabbing a lot, blah, 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 blah. Like always talking your ear off. So I'm getting somebody who is a big chatterbox when it came to talking. So what do we got, love?
Christine Marie Session.
Christine Marie Session.
She is moving to Texas and wants to know if this is going to be a good thing for her.
Okay, hold on. I need for you to hold that because I'm going to look at my...
Vanna White again.
She's a Vanna White.
Woohoo.
Or Carol Merrill from Let's Make a Deal. Hold on a second. Moving to Texas, is this a good thing? I'm going to converse with my angel cards. Is this a good thing of moving to Texas? We're going to check it out. I'm getting yes, but I'm also getting that there's a big healing process going through this, going to Texas. I feel like the move is the right move, but I also feel like things are not going to work out right away. Hopefully I'm wrong on that part. I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotional hard work involved with this move. Do I feel like overall it is worth it? I'm getting yes, but you're going to need to be patient with what you're looking to get out of the big picture of things. So it's going to take a little time for the transition to go from from challenging times to harmony, to being harmonious. I feel like there is going to be some challenges. I feel like there's going to be a slight delay in like, oh, we could finally breathe. It's going to take a little bit until you get to that point. Again, I'm getting like about 6 months time during this transitional process when you move there to feel like really comfortable and things really settled in. So with everything. But yeah, there's going to be some challenges though when you do go out there with certain relationships. So overall, do I feel like it's worth it? It will be, but it's going to come with a little hard work and your patience.
Madonna Rundle Arrington.
Madonna Rundle Arrington.
Good evening, Artie.
Good evening.
She re-hurt her back again. She's 50 years old. She's had several back surgeries. She wants to know what her future holds with her back, her job. She said she's very depressed. She's a doer and a goer, and she never gives up. So it's very hard for her to be hurting so much. Okay,
I literally, I do have a vitamin that I want you to order, and I feel like a lot of your back pains are going to go away. I want to see, I wrote it down someplace. I don't think I have it here. Damn, I don't think I have it here. I thought I wrote it down in my book here that I have with me, and I don't. I left it at home. So what I want you to do is I want you to email me at artiehoffman@gmail. Tell me your name and tell me what you just said just now. And I will send you the phone number for you to call so that you could order these vitamins, because they claim, they 100% guarantee that they will take the pain out of anyone's body in regards to any joint pains or arthritic pains or anything like that. So I'm more than happy to give it to you. I don't make any money on that. It's just something that I saw with a doctor explaining, on TV, and I was almost going to order it, but my back started, because my back was bothering me. I just took some Motrin, and it really did the trick for me. But for you, this is a lot more serious, and I feel like it's like a fish oil type, but vitamin. But they claim that it will alleviate all your joint pains and back pains and stuff. So give me an email, artiehoffman@gmail. So listen up, everybody. If anybody wishes to have a personal private reading, if I was unable to answer your questions and you really, really, really need your questions to be answered, feel free to give me a call. I'm out of Woodbridge, New Jersey, so if you wanted to see me in person. And also I do phone readings. I'm just as accurate over the phone. I'm a lot of fun at parties, so if you want to have an Artie party, it's a lot of fun. Again, with the money incense, if you guys want to check out having these money incense, if you want some extra finances, prosperity, good luck coming your way, if you really need it, we could all use some extra money. Give me a shout out and I'll tell you how much it is. You get 10 of them in a pack, and it's not that expensive, honestly. And but I've had some really good testimonials with it, and for me personally and for my girl personally, it has worked for us big time. I promise you that. And that's that. So again, if you want a private reading and you really, really need those answers, or also gift certificates, this is a great gift certificate. So if you know somebody who's really hurting, please, send them my way. If you're going for surgery or somebody really needs prayers upon their health, give me a shout out, and, via email, artiehoffman@gmail, and we'll put our prayers out there for you. So I hope you enjoyed this week's show. And from my mouth to God's ears, may God bless all of you with lots of love, health, happiness, and prosperity. And may God bless all of you who could really use, that extra love, that extra oomph in life. So never stop believing in God. Never stop believing in the angels. They're always around you. All you have to do is ask. And it is their blessing to help you. All right. And again, always know that you're worth it. All right. I think you're worth it. All right. Until next week, everybody, check it out. Next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Love you guys. Take care.